Next, we're going to talk about generalizing behavior. So generalizing, as a definition, is training a behavior in multiple contexts, and that is in an effort to make it a more robust behavior. And by robust, what I mean is a behavior that you can rely on, like, no matter what's happening in the world around you. So a really robust behavior, I would expect, like, if I'm talking about haltering, I would expect to be able to go up to my horse and halter him in any conditions, no matter what's going on outside. If there's a tornado happening, I can run out there and catch him. If there's a loud construction noise and people yelling in the neighborhood, I can still go out and catch him. There's a new horse in the pasture, I can still go out and catch him. So the more we intentionally train generalizations, the more robust the behavior will be in real world scenarios. So some different ways to generalize. These are just some of my ideas. You guys are more than welcome to come up with your own and train your own generalizations that are relevant to your life and your world with your horse. But things that are important to me would be like different locations. So that might mean different locations around the farm, different pastures. It might mean if you take them off site, those kinds of things. Different people, so different people being present, different distractions. There's all kinds of things we could train there. And we just really want to intentionally train these generalizations because it's not fair to expect our horse, once they're okay with being haltered in their training environment, in their nice, simple round pen with no distractions, we can't just expect them to then suddenly be okay with that same behavior in all contexts. Some horses will be. Some horses are going to generalize on their own, and it's going to be easy peasy, but that's not the majority. A lot of them, we take them into a different context, and it's like a whole new behavior to them. So don't let that discourage you if that does happen to you. You're just going to go through the same steps that we've been through in this class already. You're going to use the same exact process in your new context with your new generalizations, and then you're going to work through that and just add the next one as you need to go along. So each generalization that you add should get easier and easier and faster for the horse. You might hit things that are a little extra difficult that, take you back a few more steps. But, in the big picture of things, the more we intentionally train these different contexts, the quicker the new ones will come along for your horse and the easier it's going to be. And here, just a reminder, our guidelines for generalizing, we're going to try to change one thing at a time whenever possible. And we're going to decrease our training criteria when we make a change. How much we need to decrease criteria is going to depend on the horse. And you're just going to have to read your horse, read their body language, and determine how far back you need to go so that you can then progress forward and shape that behavior in the new context. And I'm just going to preach this at you guys one more time because this is so important. The more generalizations that you train, the more robust the behavior. Different behaviors are going to require different amounts of generalizing just based on what your life is like, what your expectations of your horse are, what your horse needs to be able to do to function in their environment and in the kind of lifestyle that they have. So we mentioned catching and haltering as a behavior. This is one that I think really benefits from extreme generalization. I want to be able to walk out under any circumstances, especially in an emergency, and be able to catch and halter my horse. Riding cues are something else that benefits a lot from generalizing to different locations, maybe in the arena and on the trail or on a different property or in a show environment. So generalizing your riding, really important too. But there might be other behaviors that you train that it's not such a big deal. You don't have to worry so much about generalizing. So maybe standing for a farrier appointment, they really need to know how to do that in the area where the farrier appointment is going to occur. But it might not be that big of a deal for your horse to be able to stand for the farrier in other environments, so you don't have to spend the time working on that. Similar example, maybe standing still for feeding time. If they're usually fed in a stall and it's the same place every day, then we probably need to focus on training the horse to stand still to be fed in their stall. And you may not find that there's that much added benefit to generalizing that to other locations. So, of course, we could probably come up with situations where you would want that behavior generalized, but there also you might not. So, it's very specific to what you need, what your horse needs. And I just kind of want to get you guys thinking about all of that. Some behaviors might need more than others, and you get to decide because it's your horse and you're training, and you can do what works best for you.